Well, hello everyone and welcome to round 6 of my F1 2014 career mode. I'm doing it in a different format this time. It's not going to be a live com. It's going to be just like a normal way of doing career mode. It's going to be like a 8-minute video where I basically run through the race. Not like a quick run through like I did in Australia. So here we're in Q1, just opening the video in Q1, and I knew my pace was good round Monaco, despite there I made a mistake. But I did clear Q1 without a problem, despite the fact I was suffering some lag spikes. So I did actually do to sort the lag spike, as you can see I had there, did actually hit the wall there. I forgot to show that because of that lag. But I just deleted a few old videos and then the lag was sorted. So now here we're skipping on to Q2. As you can see, I've set early pace in Q2, and the fact that a few other people, including Rosberg, set times afterwards and went slow was a good sign. I did actually drop to 12th, so I had like 3 laps in the closing minutes of Q2. So let's see how this is going to go. This is my first attempt, so will I be able to improve from 12th here? It's Magnussen ahead. It's not quite a personal best. Now this is my second attempt, and you can see I'm 3/10 up on the cut-off point to get into Q2, and it's a personal best sector 2. So now going into the final sector, I make a slight mistake. I did clip the wall, but that shouldn't cost me too much time, or I thought. I go up to 11th. It's not quite enough. I lose 2/10 in the final sector. So now my final attempt. I'm 2/10 up on the cut-off points. All I need to do is just get through the final sector without making a mistake. I don't take Rasgas in the quickest way. I go a bit wide, and as you know, but still I thought this wouldn't cost me too much time. So do we make it into Q3 for the first time this season? No, we don't. We just miss out by 1/10 of a second. So getting into Q3 will have to wait for another race. So now it's time for the race. So it's Hamilton on pole. Hulkenberg, my teammate, is 7th. So 11th on the grid we are. So we're just behind Valtteri Bottas. As you can see, I have actually inserted the mod with the Martina Williams and sponsor from the Force India. But now here we have the lights in Monaco. It's lights out, and away we go. We get a better start, and we get a great start. We shift into second at the best possible time. Go down the inside of the button, make slight contact with Hulkenberg, but in the end we are able to. We have made up 3 positions, which is great. A great start. But Button is able to out-drag me down the straight, but we are able to go round the outside, going into Massenet, and we are up into 8th place at Casino Square. So that was a great start to the race. So what I thought would be a good race, what I thought would be a race where I could easily get points, had got off to a very good start. As you can see, someone made contact with me. I'm not sure why, but the hand of rage comes up. So skipping on to lap 2 now, and we make a slight mistake, and then this allows Button to get a run, but going into the last corner he backs out like AI cars usually do on this game, which is the annoying thing about the AI on F1 2014 and about all F1 games. Let's hope it's sorted for 2015. So now skipping on to another lap, just waiting for it to skip. Now skipping on to later in the lap, so I go into the chicane, and how do I not get a penalty for that when I get a penalty for that corner cut at Sandoval? Where's the consistency, Codemasters? As you can see, I make a mistake there. I just decided to start off with that for a bit of banter. But now you can see that Button's going to have a run going into turn 1, but he backs out of it, and then actually loses out to Raikkonen. But then, as you can see ahead, Nico Hulkenberg, my teammate, has a puncture, and he'd actually eventually retire, I think, because of that. That's unfortunate for him. That leaves me to do the sole duties for Force India. So now, skipping on to lap 5. So now, as you can see, I'm struggling to fend off the cars behind. But strategy decision is going to be difficult, I was thinking at this point, because if I pit earlier than Raikkonen, he's going to get ahead. So I had to predict when he was going to pit. So, as you can see, when the clip skips on to lap 8, where I eventually decide to pit, Raikkonen gets a run, so I pit in on lap 8. So into the pits, and Button follows me in, so unless some glitch occurs, I should stay ahead of him. So into the pits I come, it's a decent stop. The stop is 3.7, not the best, but not the worst. So we exit the pits we're going to exit with not much traffic. And the thing that would actually help us is that Chilton would actually go in between me and Button. So that would help me stay ahead of him. But sure enough, my fear of Raikkonen getting ahead because he pitted later was true. Because he did get ahead of us. This is not what we wanted. Because obviously it was clear, because he's in a Ferrari and I'm in a Force India, that he would pull away. So as you can see in this first part of the stint, I was closing. But eventually, he'd pull away. So the rest of the race was just a case of trying to defend off Magnussen, which was not the easiest of tasks because he had a lot more races. So I was actually struggling for race pace during this race for some reason, despite my good pace in quali. So now I make a mistake here, which allows Magnussen to get a run, but somehow I'm able to fend him off. And then, rounding the Rasgas for the last time, now into Anthony Nogue's corner for the last time. And we are going to get our best finish of the season by finishing in 8th place. Which is going to really boost our championship position. So we finished in 8th place. As you can see, obviously ahead of my teammate because he retired. We're ahead of both McLarens, which don't quite manage to finish ahead of Raikkonen, but we're ahead of both McLarens. And now we're going to look at the Drivers' Championship once I have a look at where everybody else finished. Obviously, this is a post-recorded commentary, so I don't have to predict when I did it, everything. So now, we're going to skip to Drivers' Championship, and obviously I'm ahead of Kvyat now. Which is what this result does. We're not skipped yet, but I can tell you, as you're about to see, I'm ahead of Kvyat, but not ahead of anyone else. Here we are. I actually did forget to check the Constructors' Championship. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in Canada.